For the record, I am in no way interested in trying to trash people or individuals, as I have certainly had my own massive problems as far as mistakes. But this is something which involves this church called Remnant Fellowship in Brentwood, Tennessee, and I surely have interests in this place. If someone has kids that haven't ever been exposed to worldly situations, this is a fair warning that this whole exposing of the Amanda Hagins Snapchat circumstance has been one which is much more scandalous in nature. So there you have been given a heads up. This is something, unfortunately, which isn't what I want to have to get out, but it's much too important to not let the remnant church, as well as the persons involved, keep this from being seen. And just FYI, as it's going, I don't think this is going to be a one video podcast, as it's a multi-layered situation. We'll see. But it's a story about a once in a long service attending young woman at Remnant Fellowship named Amanda Hagins, who was also apparently a sleeping around type person who just happened to be into snapping young male high school students on Snapchat. That's a term they use. By the way, she's 30 at the time of this incident, which has just now been recently sent to me. I was informed of this situation by a hidden source who so far has wished to stay anonymous. It's involving Amanda, a longtime RF member, and how she's just been caught Snapchatting with multiple male high school students at Fairview High School in Fairview, Tennessee. It's involving pictures and sexual nature type conversations, which is completely inappropriate. Something to be aware of, Amanda Hagins is currently married to Michael Hagins, who has been something of an acquaintance that I used to be in contact with years ago while I was in Remnant, involving music. So I'll keep his part of this whole situation to a bare minimum, because I'm sure this is extremely embarrassing and frustrating for him. Now, I was asked through this hidden person source to let this story be a soft leak, as it involves younger people, and as this person has vested interest in protection of their own children, one of whom is the one to break this open to our source, as he happens to attend this same high school. Something to note, the person giving me this whole story is extremely familiar with how Remnant works. So there's that. So the details, this is involving multiple male youth over at Fairview High School, and it has been reported that it is no secret among the male high school students. And some of them find it creepy, as well as some of them just think it's amusing. It's confirmed that this situation was immediately reported to the school's front office once it was found out, as well as some of the other parents were notified. So here's a brief breakdown of the timeline of this scandalous situation given to me by the source. Apparently, Amanda Hagins has been exchanging messages for over a year. It is unclear at this point if this was isolated to just minors at Fairview High School. March 18th was when this Snapchat on another student's phone was shown to this young person at Fairview, who took a screenshot of it and then gave it to our source. It then became apparent to this younger person at Fairview High School that Amanda Wheeler Hagins had been sending questionable photos and having inappropriate conversations with numerous minors from the school, ranging from things like saying, keep this conversation secret, all the way to giving intimate details of her sex life via Snapchat. So on the same day, Monday, March 18th of this year, all of these things were reported to the school, and incredibly, by the evening of Tuesday, March 19th, Remnant Fellowship had removed her from their RF Church directory. And within another 48 hours, Michael, Amanda, and their children had all been removed. I was sent screenshots of people searching the directory for them, and it was confirmed that they had disappeared. The goal of the source was not to embarrass the families of the minors involved, as they are very empathetic towards these children and how much everyone has been impacted. But their goal is to raise awareness for parents, teachers, and staff there, as well as to expose Remnant Fellowship as the church she attended during this whole situation. A huge priority is to protect the privacy of the minors involved, but there needs to be truth and accountability. And one question they keep asking is, how did something like this happen for so long and no one noticed? Of course, this raises the constant concern I have of how many scandals and cover-ups may still be occurring within the walls of Remnant Fellowship. If a longtime member has been able to get away with this while sitting there praising God in the Remnant Sanctuary, as this whole situation unfolds, I'm going to try to get this source to get on a Zoom interview with me and see if they can enlighten us even further. I'm hoping for that. And as a close for this segment, I want to give you this important information. Fairview High School has reported this situation to DCS, and their referral number is 1-468-151-199. We cannot allow Remnant Fellowship to keep pretending and rewriting history like they do on an almost daily and nightly basis. I'll keep you posted if I can get a follow-up interview with more details. For this quickly darkening eclipse day, let's keep it real.